Right, there is no need to skip ahead. I am going to get right into it. If I do speak fast, I do apologize. I am just trying to get through it all quickly. I will also be giving some meta gun builds for each gun too, or at least try to. First up is the MDR. I am putting this in the avoid category with 100% of confidence. By far, this is one of the worst guns you would use on this game. It's like a hybrid of an SMG and an assault rifle. It has got really quick ADS and sprint to fire times, and you also do not need an optic sight, which can give you an extra attachment slot, and it also has really easy to control recoil, like it just goes straight up. But that is as far as the positives go for this gun. It doesn't redeem it for how bad it actually performs. This gun is the worst AR and the worst SMG, so you're kind of something from both worlds, but you're also the worst of both worlds. You will always be at a disadvantage using this gun. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be impossible for you to do well or to get kills with this gun. All I'm saying is you'll have got the exact same amount of kills, or even done better if you was to be using a different gun. Now, this is the only gun that I will not be providing a build for, because I tried using it and I only got to level 8 before I wanted to eat salt and jump out of my window. Just let me know how far you guys get, because I literally didn't get far. I am not using this gun in its current state. Next up on the list is the M4. I am going to put this in the average category. The M4 does possess a really high fire rate with okay-ish damage. It has a really easy to control recoil pattern. However, it can also feel like a pea shooter at times. It is nowhere near as bad as the MDR. Like, nothing is going to be as bad as that gun on this list, but it can still let you down at times, especially when you're going up against the other good ARs. You'll notice it. It's also got really good iron sights that can give you an extra attachment slot as well. Overall, I feel like you're still at a clear disadvantage using the M4, but I also do feel like it does get way more hate than it deserves. It's not that bad, but it definitely isn't the best. I love the M4. I'm a big M4 fan. I love the sound of the gun. I love the look of it. It's just, I feel like on this game, it does need a slight buff. If I was to start fresh, I would just stick to the M4 for the early levels and just rinse it out until I get the other ARs. Now, the M4, I haven't really used it much on this account, but I have used it on my other account, and I could tell you what I rocked with there. So what I did was I went for the lightweight stock. This increased my movement speed and my ADS walking speed, allowing me to strafe. As for the barrel, I used a chrome line barrel, but I also did enjoy using the heavy barrel. I hate that the M4 feels like a pea shooter at times, and this just kind of helped out with that. It did reduce the fire rate too though, so the time to kill and like it kind of evens out, but it does also make it so the recoil is easier to control as well. So definitely try out either the heavy barrel or the chrome line barrel. So we got the stock and we got the barrel sorted. Now for the rear grip, you can use the quick draw attachment. Like I said, the recoil control of the M4 is amazing. You shouldn't need too much help with it anyway, but if you do, you can take the grip take over the quick draw, but I would recommend the quick draw. Right, so we are at 3 attachments right now. Now you have 2 choices. You can either increase the speed even more of your ADS walking speed and go for the small vertical grip, or you can just go for the vertical grip to help out with the recoil control. And then you have a choice of either keeping to the iron sights or putting a magazine attachment. I would recommend either the quick mag or the fast mag. Speaking of which, I am gonna be putting the AK-47 in the top tier category. The AK felt like a better version of the M4 for me. It done what the M4 couldn't, and it was the first gun that I actually ended up getting destroyed by. Like, the entire team on the other team had AKs and I was just getting bodied because I had an M4. The headshot damage is great too, and again, you can just stick to the iron sights and save yourself an extra attachment slot. I think the AK also has the fastest reload animation, so that's another positive, as well as a really easy to control recoil pattern. The minute you unlock the AK-47, you want to switch to it ASAP off the M4. There isn't really much for me to say about it. It isn't my favorite AR, but it still doesn't change the fact that it's one of the best ARs in the game. And this is the AK-47 build that I usually rock with. Now, the only thing that's key here is the heavy barrel. For me, I don't like my AKs feeling like a pea shooter. I want it to hit hard, and I don't want people to sponge my bullets, so that is why I'm definitely taking a heavy barrel with all my AK builds. It just feels good on the AK. I feel like it's the best attachment for the AK. It makes it easier to control the recoil as well, and I don't know, it just feels so good on it. But it might just be me. Let me know what you guys think. Try it out. If the ADS speed of this setup is too slow for you, by all means you can change the rear grip tape to the quick draw, but this is what I usually rock with. The M16 is another gun that I am going to be putting into the top tier category, because it just takes away chunks of health at a time, and with this insane burst damage with the ability to one burst people is just too good. Granted, you do have to hit all headshots, so it's not always going to happen, but it is also super easy to control because it is a burst gun, obviously. I think it is the best AR in terms of staying back and just picking people off at range. The M16 is definitely a gun that all AR users must try out, in my opinion. The only reason why the M16 isn't in the meta S tier list is because it is hard to use and not everyone can be good with an M16 and adapt to his playstyle. But make no mistake, if you come across a seasoned M16 user, he will bother you with ease and convince you that this is the best AR in the game. The issue is that right now with this game, there is a lot of bugs. You might experience bullet registration calibration issues in your lobbies as well. Some attachments aren't even working properly. And with this gun's difficulty and the playstyle and the bugs and everything, I just couldn't really put it into S tier. Now, this is my M16 build. You can take off the stock and put on a magazine attachment if you want to. The only thing I would say for the M16 is that your main choice is actually going to be with the barrel section. You can either stick to the chrome line barrel and increase your damage range and ensure that there is no damage drop off, or you can go for the heavy barrel. If you want to sit all the way back, keep your distance, and you're good at that, stick to the chrome line barrel. If you're not, you kind of want to just use like a normal AR and just play normally, then go for the heavy barrel. This will make it so it's only 4 shots to kill instead of 5. It might not seem like the biggest difference, but it can help out at times. Now I'll tell you what I can easily put into S tier, and that is the ACR. The ACR is meta right now. It is the meta assault rifle that everyone is rinsing out, and that everyone should be rinsing out if you just want to do good in your game. It shouldn't really surprise anyone. The ACR hits like a truck on this game, and it's just a really good gun all around. To me, it just feels like this gun is the gun that people are going to be using in ranked, especially in its current state. It's just so easy to use, and the damage it does is just insane, and it hasn't really let me down yet. It's also very attachment friendly, meaning you can make a lot of attachments work on it. However, the only negative I would say is that the recoil control of it felt really inconsistent out of all the other ARs. Sometimes I will be beaming people, and sometimes the gun just has like a mind of its own. Don't get me wrong, the recoil control is still great, but I do prefer other guns to this gun's recoil control pattern. Right, now coming up to the golden boy, the ACR. You can make a lot of things work with this gun. I am going to be giving you guys 3 different builds very quickly. So this is my first build. It will help you out with the recoil control a lot. This is my second build. It definitely does lean into more towards the speed category. It gives you a really fast ADS walking speed, allowing you to strafe in your gunfights to win them. It might not be the best when it comes to recoil control, but you know, I'd recommend this setup for close to mid-range encounters. By all means, this is the last build I'm going to give you, but you can kind of like mix it up and go for whatever you guys want as well. Like over here, I took the grip tape and I did take the vertical grip, giving myself the better recoil control, but still keeping the lightweight stock so I can still strafe pretty fast. You can mix and match and see what works out best for you. This is also another build that I recommend trying out. I didn't mention this, but if you are going to be using the Echelon faction, the passive ability will hide you from the radar, meaning you do not need a silencer. If you aren't using the Echelon faction though, you can consider using the stealth barrel on all the ARs I just spoke about. It will still increase your damage range whilst hiding you from the radar. I do have some more detailed gun builds on my channel. If you want to check them out, feel free. I also do play with people in my comment. If you guys need a teammate or anyone to play with, do let me know and I'll do the best I can. Well, that is my tier list, guys. I am very curious to hear what you guys think. Please do let me know down below if you really do disagree with anything. I do feel like the only one that people are going to really disagree with is going to be the M16. Apart from that, I don't think I messed up with anything, but you guys will let me know anyway. Also, what do you think about rank? How do you think the gameplay is going to be? Because like COD rank kind of sucked. I'm kind of really hopeful for XDefiant's ranked game modes. Like the game modes that they have on this game are actually pretty fun, so I am really looking forward to ranked. The game just has a lot of bugs right now that they need to fix immediately. Also, the store setup is really trash. You just scroll to the right. I wish they would actually like change something. I've never seen shotguns be this bad in any shooting game. Shotguns on this game suck. I am thinking of uploading a short video that just explains what the best shotgun is, but I don't think that there's actually any shotgun fans out there for XDefiant. With me, I love shotguns. There's an actual zombie apocalypse in real life, I'll go for a shotgun. If I ever get drafted into war, I want a shotgun. If I'm ever in the forest with a bear, I want a shotgun. I just love shotguns in real life, and yeah, it just sucks to see them in the state that they're in this game. But yeah, if you do want to see that video as well, do let me know. You guys know what to do. Show the love, show the support. Any love and support you guys do show really does mean a lot to me. I don't advertise my channel anywhere. I just press upload and that is it. So any support I get is going to be purely from you guys. Thank you from now for the support, and thank you for watching. Until next time, see ya.